Remember back in the day, remember back during the day, MTV was considered to be like the devil's TV. So it's like few people watch MTV that are into that type of stuff, like you and I are. Like
Yeah.
Beavis and Butthead, South Park, later Family Guy. You know?
Well, I don't think that happened with. I actually did an article on this. A lot of things I think what killed the interest in 2011. Now I like this, but I think a lot of people hated it. Beavis and Butthead in 2011, they just didn't watch music videos. Sometimes sometimes they'd be watching like Jersey Shore instead.
Because it's
Now,
less copyright.
no, not even that. Because they were on MTV, so they had the right to use other MTV shows. But the thing is, people who were big fans in the '90s, like maybe 5, 10 years older than us, they didn't want to see Beavis and Butthead watching Jersey Shore or something. They wanted to see the Beavis and Butthead they remember commenting on music videos.
Sounds like Michael Jackson at least.
Maybe not that old, but like also like Beavis and Butthead still wore Metallica and AC/DC on their shirts. And
because Michael Jackson,
relevant?
because Michael Jackson came out with an album around the same time after 2 years after his death. Because not literally Michael Jackson, but the people behind making his music, because they had unreleases for the '90s. They put it back onto like 2012, 2013, give or take 2011. So.
Oh wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's called Escape, the album. She's a slave to the rhythm, a slave to the rhythm.
Why does that song sound familiar?
It's from the '90s. That's why it was unreleased.
They also had rumors that Tupac didn't die and that he was working on his last album while under a fake name.
I mean, it's possible that what happened was that he must have wrote the lyrics, but in order to revive his music after his death, he might have like some sort of special recorder that like amplifies his voice. Because think about this: the technology of today, they can literally take a dead actor's face and put it on the big screen months later, like they did with Carrie Fisher in Star Wars Episode 9. That's what they did.
Oh wow!
Yeah, because Carrie, she's supposed to die in Episode 8, but they kept her alive for Episode 9. I don't get that, but anyway, that's what happened.
Well, on YouTube, if you search for it, like someone was claiming to have like seen Tupac, and like he's like Tupac's been it's like right around this corner, and like you saw like a bunch of guys talking, and like when the guy with the camera that did the YouTube video was noticed, they called him out like, "Hey, you bring that camera over here." And they're saying that's how Tupac worked on like his Resurrection album, because like he was under a different name. So they got conspiracy stories like that also.
That's gotta be like some like first the eyewitness testimony right there. Someone has to be alive for that right now.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know if Tupac's really dead or not, but
But he's not too old if he's still alive. So.
Well, I don't think he died in the natural causes. I'm saying he apparently someone was out to get him, and.
Oh yeah, he got shot first. First, he got shot about at least 3-4 times, and he survived that. And then months, if not years later, around 95, 96, then he died from like some sort of drug overdose or some sort of it was like an inside job type of thing. That's what I heard.
Yeah, and then if you want to bring the Illuminati into it, 10 years later, there's sights of him in California working on a new album.
It's like with Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, like he had a painting of children around him act like angels, like he's like the angel of God or some shit like that, like the head angel or whatever. The Amazing Atheist showed it on his channel many years ago, back in like 2015, 2014.
Oh wow!
I wish I could find that specific video, but basically, Michael Jackson, even though he's dead, he will always be alive in everyone's eyes. That before his death, anyone before his death, they'll bring him to life for the rest of his life, for the rest of eternity. Yeah. As long as we keep reviving, sharing the newer generation of Michael Jackson, Tupac, Biggie Smalls, fucking Notorious Big, you know, those guys.
Right.
You know, they'll still be alive. That's why you still think they're still alive, because of their music. That's that good.
Well, that's what actually it's what you talked about at first is not so uncommon when you said they had like recordings of different songs that were unreleased. Proof from D12 was killed, and I heard they would D12 was thinking about releasing a new CD together, and they had like a bunch of Proof songs that never made it out there that they were going to use to release another album together.
Oh, okay.
I don't know whatever happened with that, because at the same time I heard before this, D12 was going their own ways to focus on their individual careers, but you know, and then I lost any admiration I had for Eminem, so.
Well, what happened to Eminem? Why you don't like him anymore? If I may ask.
Basically, don't you remember when he said that, like, basically he told people that voted for Trump, if you're a fan of me, I don't want you as a fan.
Oh, so forget about respecting Trump. Everyone can respect Trump, but you like Trump in your perspective.
Yeah, I like Trump. I even voted for him in the 2020 election, and you know what? You don't want me as a fan for that? Fine.
Yeah, that sucks.
And Eminem actually said that. He said if you're a fan of mine and you voted for Trump, I don't want you as a fan anymore.
He lost 50% of his fan base already.
Yeah. So
because he said at the end,
good job with your career suicide, dummy.
He said, but we hate Trump. He said it with emphasis. He just went down to the fucking pavement and said, but we hate Trump.
And it's the same people that Eminem was trying to pander to. I saw this on a YouTube video. The same people that Eminem was trying to pander to wanted him canceled.
The same people.
It's like, okay, Eminem has faced this before, but the thing is, that was when he had his fan base behind him that was willing to do almost anything for him. But how many of those fans did he chase off when he said he didn't want Trump voters in his fan base?
Man,
and now the other side wants Eminem canceled.
Man, that fucking sucks.
Maybe you know what? It couldn't happen to a nicer guy. That's the way I think of it. Moving on.
Because you used to love Eminem. We go over to your house and still like watch D12's music video and then Eminem's the Superman music video that showed you with all the nice good looking woman in it having weird moments.
Yeah, I still got the 8-mile DVD in my video cabinet.
That was pretty weird for Eminem to have all those girls like smother all of him and such like that.
Yeah.
That was like, what the hell? I was like, that's a good thing for him. I wish I was in that position.
I used to have all of Eminem songs on my iPod and everything, and not anymore.
Man, that sucks, Jay. That sucks, Triple J, man.
Hey, if that's what he wants, that's what he wants. You know.
Because no one's into Eminem like he was back 15, 20 years ago with his 2002 album, The Eminem Show.
Right.
Yeah, like Marshall, something like that. And there's also, I think my dad gone crazy.
Yeah, that was the Eminem Show.
Daddy, what you doing?
I
He's
mean,
sniffing coke. He's sniffing coke.
When it comes to rap artists or musical artists, I purchase more Eminem CDs than I have of anyone else. I purchased the Marshall Mathers LP, the Slim Shady LP, the Eminem Show. I purchased Re-Up, which he released in 2006. I purchased Recovery, which he released like in 2012.
That's his declination.
The only one I may have gotten tracks for in a way I shouldn't have was Encore.
Oh, okay. Because back at the late, no, not late 10, not Kamikaze, it's the other album, the album where it came out back in 2014, 2015. Dude, he was horrible in that rapping. Like, I know that you're not a big Eminem fan anymore, but you know.
I didn't actually hear the album myself, but I heard about it, and I heard like people were saying like Eminem fell off or.
He's just talking. Like he talks to. He's just like. It's just. I can't explain it. He's talking and rapping at the same time. He doesn't feel it up to it. I can tell in his voice he doesn't like it. He doesn't like that. He doesn't like to do it in the music back then.
And you know what? If he doesn't want to do it anymore, why do it? He's made his money.
It's funny. It's funny. It's just that like his Rap God song was good back in 2013. But by 2014, 2015, the other album, it was like one of those collage albums with other rappers and such. That was the fucked up one because he didn't rap like he wanted to, you know.
He was doing it like he felt like he was forced to.
Yeah, like he was a paycheck to him, and that's it.
Okay, yeah, I've heard some new songs from him. Like River was pretty good. There was a song where he made up with his mother. I forget which one that was.
I'm sorry, Mama. Take care of my closet.
I didn't hear the song. I watched the music video, which obviously has the song play.
Okay.
And those were pretty good. But, you know, like, as far as, like, checking out the whole CD, I didn't do that. Recovery is the last CD I ever heard all the way through.
Oh, okay. All right.
So,
if you have the heart.
I did hear that Eminem released another album and that it was basically everyone hated it.
If you have the heart in you, James, to forgive him for just one listen of each song in the album, of whatever his music is in the album, Eminem's music in the album, you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll be like, God damn, I turned my back on this guy and he became like a wash up.
If someone put the songs on YouTube, maybe I'll check them out.
Oh later. Yeah, it's there. Everything's for free on YouTube. Just make sure you don't fucking like sell it.
Right. Well, I mean, you know, it's funny. Other rap artists have had that. I don't know if they had the motivation problem, but like if you look at 50 Cent, his first two CDs were pretty good, but his last two CDs I heard were so bad that 50 Cent quit rapping.
And that's why he's doing other things.
Or Die Trying came out when we were both still in high school.
Yeah, that's when I had my first date. We went to see it together movies.
That sold like over 9 million copies.
God damn.
The Massacre, which came out like right before we graduated, only sold like 5.1 million copies.
That's not bad.
And then the next two CDs of 50 Cent, I don't know their names, I heard they sold considerably a lot less.
Oh shit.
And then after the third and fourth album, 50 Cent quit and went to being, I think he wants to be like a producer, a TV producer. He was working on a show for like nighttime, like on CBS or NBC. I saw that it said like executive producer 50 Cent.
I see.
It was some advertisement for some like nighttime drama, and I don't think he's returned for rap since. But you know what? Hey, you know, you gotta strike while the iron's hot.
Oh yeah.